This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Behind the glass doors of cold rooms and freezers lies a major source of protein for many households. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish have become common food items in homes, restaurants, and food businesses across the country. From importation and storage to transportation and final sales, frozen food pass through a chain that is highly dependent on electricity, fuel, and efficient handling. Any disruption along the chain often reflects to the final price paid by consumers. On this edition of Market Survey, we examine the current prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish, the factors influencing their cost, and how traders are responding to the market conditions. Frozen chicken, turkey, and fish are largely sourced through importation and large-scale distribution, making their prices sensitive to several factors. Traders explain that costs related to import duties, foreign exchange, transportation, and storage play a significant role in determining market prices. Cold room operator says the cost of running generators has increased as frozen food require constant power supply to prevent spoilage. Fuel expenses, maintenance of cold storage facilities, and logistics all add to operational costs, which are often passed on to consumers. At the retail level, traders price frozen items based on size, weight, and type. Prices can also vary depending on supply levels and consumer demand. During the period of high demand, such as festive season, prices tend to rise, while lower demand often leads to slower sales. Consumers say frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain important protein sources, but prices changes have affected buying habits. Many buyers now opt for smaller portion, cheaper alternative, or less frequent purchases in response to rising costs. Welcome to Market Survey. On this edition of Market Survey, we are currently in the market to get to know the current price of frozen chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen fish. So stick with us as we get to know the current price of these various items. I am Stephanie Notoriua. Chicken and turkey day for market now, the price is not come down.
Yes, it don't come down.
So how much they sell kilo for chicken?
Kilo no, they sell on 6,000. Chicken wings they sell on 7,000. The turkey na 9,500.
How much they sell before?
Before turkey na 10,000, chicken na 7,650. But it don't drop now. Chicken wings they sell on 8,000 now, but now they sell on 7,000.
It's when it drop.
Don't they go like a month now?
So how much they buy for cattle? So that cattle until they carry.
They buy cattle 55 for chicken. The turkey now they buy 90.
How much they carry
before now?
For the chicken.
For the turkey.
What of the chicken?
Chicken they buy 65.
You see corner pass it.
Yes. I don't get believe say go corner pass on. No be say not guesses it guesses, but I guess this time around it go come down. Now this they change this. The monetization, the money to the chicken to the drop.
Before they sell on 5,000.
So that's 6,000 at the last price now?
Yeah, this is on last price.
So how much until they carry give this carton, this small carton?
This carton are 10 kg and then as it be so, now 60,000. Some people will give it 62,000. So it depends on how the price they come for them. Yeah, so that's what it be.
How much until they sell them before?
Before they sell on 50,000.
So it don't increase now?
Yes, it don't increase.
So what about turkey? How much they sell kilo?
kilo now for turkey now 9,000. Before now 8,075.
So that means it does still go up.
Yes.
How much did they say the carton?
The carton are 90 for now 90,000.
We say no they frozen, we say no block. And the one we say it can't block. Like the price is the difference if the people won't buy and they'll say this one no block.
At the same price. At the same because if you sell at a lower price, now with that loss, it's loss.
Chicken, frozen turkey, and frozen food. To come with us as we get to know these prices, I am Stephanie, not Olua.
How much are they sell Scubian fish now?
1 and 4,000. 4,000 naira. Before we dey sell 1,500, 1,000. But now it can't even worse pass. This must be at 4,000 naira. One cattle at 198, 198,000. Then at 200 now.
How much did they carry them before?
Before, it never reach 120. 198 for one cattle. Say we carry 150, 15,000. But now 95,000.
Get another type of Scubian solo.
I know they said that one. Now let's Scubian they say.
So but that one still there on the high side?
No, that one they cheap, but not the sweet. That one they cheap, but not the sweet. That make us not the seller. So now 150, we fit manage down. You buy one fish like this 4,000 take cool soup. Now wasting our time now. Because before a ton soup it don't break. Before it not be like that.
Findings from our market survey show that the prices of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain closely tied to operational cost and supply conditions. Trader says expenses related to storage, fuel, and transportation continue to influence price and decision. While they all acknowledge the importance of these food items in their daily meal, many say affordability remains a challenge. As a result, buying patterns have shifted, with household adjusting quantity and meals plans to manage expenses. For traders, the market remained competitive as the balance rising costs with the need to attract customers. Despite these challenges, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish continue to play a key role in household nutrition. As economic conditions evolve, monitoring the prices of frozen food provides insight into broader issues affecting food supplies and household spending. Traders report slow patronage, explaining that while goods are valuable, consumers are more cautious with spending. The balance between keeping frozen food affordable and covering operational costs remains a daily struggle for sellers. As market activity continues, the price of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish serve as a reflection of broader economic pressure affecting food supply and household budget. For now, traders continue to adjust to these realities, navigating a market shaped by rising costs and changing demand. Sellers explain that frozen product requires uninterrupted power supply to prevent spoilage. As a result, operators depend heavily on generators, making fuel cost a significant part of their daily expenses. These costs, combined with transportation and market levies, continue to influence the final price paid by consumers. Despite the availability of frozen chicken, turkey, and fish in the market, patronage remains slow. Traders say many customers now buy in smaller quantities or reduce how often they purchase frozen food as they try to manage limited household budgets. For traders, the situation has created a difficult balance. While they strive to keep prices within the reach of consumers, they must also cover operational costs to avoid losses. Some say profit margins have dropped, while others worry about sustaining their businesses if costs continue to rise. As the market adjusts, frozen chicken, turkey, and fish remain essential food items for many families. However, their prices continue to reflect broader economic pressure affecting food supply and consumption patterns. In the end, the frozen market tells a larger story, one of resilience, adaptation, and the everyday struggle to balance nutrition with affordability. As conditions evolve, both traders and consumers continue to navigate challenging market environment.
I am definitely not all you are.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Oh, my son, my dear. You say, oh, my dear. Oh, we're not here. It's not where I give you. Not over. Yes. Not those. Yes, where's it happening? Where's it happening? Oh, it's not here. Where's it? My dear. He said, comment c'est papa de voici
ça m'a toqué. Ça m'a toqué.
The Esama of Benin Kingdom thanked the new Edion for visiting him and advised them to always abide by the rules and regulations of their new positions. The Esama urged them to indulge in what will continue to bring development and progress to the community.
When I say it's your Edion, I wait to us and I know what I will.
Yes, Papa.
Caliban was in a cocono, that we said. Who paid you? Who paid you?
Papa.
Eko mwana sewa. Ewa ya lote nete dirwe ya sewa maboma. Awe uwe dine. Ejo uwe. Ejo na wele. Ejo na pulupe. ìjọ náà lórí àpò ẹwà ìrọ̀lẹ́ mú.
iṣẹ́ o.
báwo kú ọba ọjọ́ wòye kájẹ́lé nẹ́ẹ̀nà ẹ̀yà jẹ́wò yìí báwo kú àjẹwò náà mọ̀ náà máa ṣe lọ́kọ̀ ayé.
ITV, certainly the best.
Ugieni Madonna, in Mazegno, Orero, always near Agbo, Manazo, or Ugieni Madonna.
You will have to serve the community for 30 years before you come to this stage. They will ordain you ordain title. Then by then you are one of the elder.
This year now, we don't read the year, so that's why we can do this year.
Historically, joining the Elders' Council, an individual must have reached a certain age and must have made significant contributions to the community through leadership, service, or other meaningful ways. There was jubilation in the community as sons and daughters of Okada, both at home and in the diaspora, trooped out to be part of the ceremony with various homes of the initiates agog with festivities. Friends and well-wishers of those initiated into the Elders' Council jubilated at the Ogwedion after performing all traditional rites. The elders, known as Edion, in company with their loved ones, danced to their various homes where guests and family members were entertained.
ITV, certainly the best.
The Ugewe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugewe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
Sinyoke o. Abuki Sinyoke ko. Anyere na yoki. Emi na ya yoku wosa ya yewe. Eke no kuri ede to okumaka. Aba yano. Bahu ma yo, bahu ma yo.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State, South Nigeria. And the next 60 minutes or thereabout, we're taking a look at issues bordering on this nation. All right, today we're zooming into Edo State and our political situation in Edo State ahead of 2027. And of course, if time permits, we'll dive into the issues surrounding fuel pump price. You know the story so well. But for now, dynamics, political dynamics, and of course development is what is really taking shape in Edo State. It's morphing into something that some persons understand, and of course some other persons are trying to understand the dynamics, why some don't give a hoot about what is going on politically. After all, for what they are saying, electioneering, politics doesn't concern them. But you should know one thing: whether politics concerns you or not, whether you're interested in politics or not, politics is interested in you as long as you're a citizen of this great state and of course this great country. So it should concern you. All right, with me here in the studio to talk about this, he is was one time, yes, chairman of Ego local government and of course political analyst. Join me to welcome Honorable Ehi Igareba. Honorable, thank you so much for coming on today's show.
Oh, thanks for having me, Wilson. Good afternoon, viewers.
All right, so very close to him, vibrant political gladiator. Yes, you get to hear about the obedient movement, but I don't know where he is right now. Elvis Brown, thank you so much for making our time to join us.
Thank you very much, Wilson.
All right.
Good afternoon, viewers.
All the way from Abuja via Zoom, he is the chairman, ADC Edo State chapter, Honorable Kennedy Odion. Kennedy, thank you so much for making our time to join us.
Good afternoon, my good friend Omasha. Good afternoon, viewers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, you may be surprised to see me here on set. Not to worry, Mr. Gosagbalo is out there trying to gather more intel to give you a blast next week, Thursday, when he's back on this particular platform to bring to you 60 Minutes Nigeria. But as I say, in broadcasting, the show definitely must go on. Let me start off from you, Honorable Ehi Igareba. What do you feel right now about the political dynamics in Edo State, knowing fully well that you are still a card-carrying member of the APC?
Well, standing from the federal government through the state and to the local government, APC is in control, you know, with regards to Edo State. And we have, especially at the local government level, we have acting council chairman, and there's an election which is forthcoming, and the primaries are in the horizon. Also, we have we recently had congresses from my political party, and I think with the new electoral law, almost all political parties are duty bound within a certain time frame to also, you know, conduct their congresses and where needed, and of course their primaries to elect their candidates for next year's general elections. We will not, of course, have a gubernatorial election in those states because we have an off-cycle one. However, there's a lot of heightened activities around the emergence of candidates for positions from the senatorial position to the House of Rep positions, and of course the State House of Assembly seats. To the best of our ability within my party, the politicking is ongoing. People are doing their best, contacting, consulting to see that they are the chosen one. You know, however, there's always the temptation, you know, within the Nigerian political space to sacrifice competence on the altar of loyalty.
We'll come to that. because that seems to be what is bothering some political parties in Edo State. I'll be mentioning names and, of course, political antecedents and all that. Well, Elvis Brown, what's your own take on this particular discussion? Because political parties are beginning to, like, like what you rightly said, going up towards 2027, getting up towards election, chairmanship election, councillorship election, congresses, primaries, you just name it.
These are basically the political calculations you will have at a time like this. Every political party is strategizing, and everyone is looking at how best they can position themselves to win the election. But you cannot also give it to the one particular political party right now, because the way it is going, you're still going to have betrayers. You're still going to have a lot of calculations that will go wrong, along the line. So whether you like it or not, you can't say for sure that one political party, has it figured out right now as it is. So the process will still continue, but eventually we'll get to see how these things play out. And that's what I have to say for now.
Okay, fine. Now let's move straight down to Abuja, where Kennedy Odion is standing by. Kennedy, I believe you've been following the trend of this discussion. I know you have so much to talk about the political landscape in Edo State, projecting towards 2027. As a party chairman of the ADC, how is your party faring so far?
Thank you, my dear brother and my colleagues, my friends in the studio. The truth of the matter is that where we are right now is a build-up to 2027 election, and every political party is busy, just as my brother said, strategizing on the best way, the best tactics, and the strategy that can be best applied for them to be victorious in 2027. So many things are ongoing. Political parties are having their congresses, just like we had our NEC meeting yesterday in Abuja, where we also approved some of those guidelines that will take the party to the next line of actions. So what we are equally doing in our party right now, because we understand the problem already, the Nigerians are not ignorant of the ongoings in Nigeria today. So we are also trying to find a way to be able to bring proper solution. It's not just about politicking without considering the people. Because what I understand about governance is about the people. Anything that cannot bring the people forward to own the office, then you are wrong. So right now, what we are doing is what is the best way for the people to own government. So I think that's what we are doing right now. So we are busy strategizing on the best way to approach this election 2027. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your opening remark. As it stands right now, some are saying that the battle might just be between the ADC and, of course, the APC. For PDP, Wike, and the faction are trying to bring them back together. For the Labour Party, we've not heard from them for now, but anything can happen. Like I said on this platform, we'll be diving into this particular issue. Take a look at what is happening in this political party. The allegations of imposition of candidate, allegation also of having an anointed candidate as against other persons. It cuts across political parties, not only the ruling party. When we return after this break, we will delve totally, fully into the discussion. Don't go away. Just joined us. This is 60 Minutes Nigeria, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. Joining us right now in the studio, I call him the voice of the masses. He is an activist, an entrepreneur, and of course a politician. Join me to welcome Okoro Osahon Obaraye. Thank you so much for joining us here, comrade.
Thank you so much for listening.
All right. Okay, so let me come to you, Honorable Ehi Igareba. But before that, I want to throw one question to Comrade Okoro Osahon Obaraye. They've made their opening remarks saying that the political parties, they are working, to make sure that The candidates are well positioned. How will I put it? The aspirants are well positioned to become candidates and all the above. There are one or two complaints emanating from some quarters. Let's take a look at the APC. Thank you that we have the chairman of the ADC. I will go direct. As it stands right now, from the grapevine, they are saying that Comrade Adams Oshiomhole was given a clean bill to rerun. No interruption. And of course, the chairman also, Tenebe, also was asked to come back unopposed. And some persons are not really happy with that because of the conditions given to older aspirants, saying that others, you have to go fight for your slot. Do you think that is healthy for a political party?
Yeah, thank you so much. Depending on the angle you are looking at it from,
yes.
Sometimes the voice of the people might not be the voice that will win. Sometimes the voice of the few might not be the voice that will win. So in a sane society, in a sane climate, I'm not sure someone like Adams Oshiomhole, from the way he has been internationally, I'm not sure he should come for his screening whatsoever. If I was in his shoe, we must allow ourselves the truth. This is a man that has intimidating credentials. So if he decides to seek a re-election, I think he should be given the go-ahead. I think the party also didn't feel free to say, though we know you are good, you talk, but we don't want you, other people are interested, we want you to go. It's the party. It's not an individual thing. So if the people come, if ITV decides to say, Wilson and Marshall from now henceforth, you will now be saying the news in the morning, no longer in the before they decided that they might have seen one or two that you didn't see to that effect. Are you getting it now? So on others, though some of us don't believe in a few people deciding who becomes a candidate.
Yes.
But sometimes it is juicy for the party. Sometimes it's also risky for the party, depending on the template and depending on where it's being searched for. If the party also sees that, Wilson Obacha has been very, very good, it's good, but this time it will not be able to run. This is who we want. And the party decides to do that. Good for them. Are you getting it now? Depending on when the time comes.
All right. Do you feel the same, Honorable Hegariba? Because some are saying that you cannot give some persons clean slate to just come back without jostling with the others. Why is it that there are no equal opportunities for aspirants in your party?
Okay, I'll take it this way. You see, let's start from Comrade Adams Oshiomhole. Before the emergence of our governor, he was the leader of the APC in Edo State and also a former governor. And given his pedigree and intimidating resume, it's only right that he's given the first right of refusal, the right of first refusal, only when he declines before other people. And in any case, to my knowledge, there is no contender for the position up till this moment. So it will appear.
Are you sure about it, Honorable?
To the best of my knowledge. If you
best of your knowledge?
Yeah,
okay.
If you know any, please let me know
who
is running for the Senate position in the Edo North.
Okay.
I do not know of anyone within the APC rank who has signified interest. Then if you come to within the party, why the party chairman probably was asked to return, you have to also understand that sometimes it's good to maybe just say thank you to certain individuals on the back of their performance, given that he just ran election against an opposition party, led us into victory as the chairman of the party against the PDP in this state. And it's only right for party cohesion that is allowed to continue, since he's having a winning spin and the party wants to continue winning. So why change a winning team?
So you say, like, party come together and say, look, we have to satisfy these persons because of what they've achieved in the past.
On the back of their achievements, recent achievements.
Yes. I'll come back to Honorable. Well, Comrade Brown, do you
well,
share their sentiment before I go to Abuja to ask all the same question about this political party?
My opinion is that the APC usually don't consider what is fair, what is on the side of justice, equity. They believe in what wins.
What wins?
If the formula wins, whether or not it is fair, it's usually not the problem. And that's basically, you can give it to them. They probably would have seen that, okay, with this person, we're going to get that slot. will win Edo North Senatorial District. So it doesn't matter if people now line up to want to take part in the process. They could be robbed of that chance. They could be denied that opportunity to also try themselves in the process. Otherwise, whether or not he was a governor, the moment you finish your tenure, you become a citizen. You fall back into the system. In some climes where these things actually work the way they ought to be, you ought to go back and follow the same process that ordinary Nigerians would have followed. But the moment you start placing them at that level, it reduces the chances of others to contest the same position you are contesting. I'm from Edo North, and I can tell you that there are 1,001 persons who are interested in that office. But now they cannot go. They have to shut up and fall in the line. Because, of course, the powers that be have spoken that this person is going back. I don't have anything against it. Like I said before, it is what works. With that, they're going to get the result. So you can't take it away from the APC. So that's my opinion on that.
Okay, let's move straight down to Abuja, where Kennedy Ojo is standing by, the chairman of the ADC. If you take a look at the news a few days ago, well, I said last week, you get to see some of your party members carrying placards saying that your party is imposing candidate, well, I use the word aspirant right now on them. They were on TV, on social media, saying that what you guys are doing right now is against the tenets of democracy. What's your reaction to that, Honorable?
Well, you know, like I said, democracy is a process that allows everyone to participate. So their participatory role is to be part of the conversation of any decision that the party wants to make. So a situation whereby people were not part of any conversation and they discover that the decision has been reached, it's their right to say, how did you get here? So if you see some people carrying placard, it's part of democratic process, saying we are not satisfied with the process that happened in that order. And it also boils down that the party should be able to also call those persons and say, this is how we come to where we are right now. This and that was what we put together to arrive at this compromise. We didn't impose. We look at the best bet for the party. We are looking at the possible way of winning. Because in every political party, the best foot forward is their best bet. Because if you don't win, you can't be talking about governance. If you look at what some other persons have just said about what the APC is doing in Edo North, they didn't impose it simply because it's the only man that is there. They are looking at their best bet. Who can win for us? Is this man have the capacity to win? Who is it that have that capacity that can be able to help us deliver that Senatorial district? So if this man have all it takes to do that, we're going for alternative. So I think political party, in their wisdom, they can be able to go in that direction. But what I don't like is don't impose candidates on people without bringing them into the conversation. No matter how ugly the conversation may look, let them be part of the conversation. Let them be part of it. Let them know the process that led to that decision. Because by the time they are not part of it, they reserve their right to also agitate and say, we are against what you have done. So what you saw in our party some few days ago, where you see some people were carrying placards, they say we won't allow a candidate to be imposed on us, is just the same issue as they were not part of the conversation. And I believe by now they might have been considered and their opinion have been taken, and they have also been made to know the reason why such decisions were taken. So that is how political party runs. As an administrator of political party, what we look at in every election is this person, what is his pedigree? What can he do? Is it generally acceptable by the people? Does he have street credibility? If we feed this candidate, how do we show what will be the outcome of that election? So these are permutations that we put on the table to look at. So by the time you are able to explain all of this, before you know it, you discover that people will begin to say, oh, this person is credible. Then if you feed this person, even people from the other side of the divide will vote for him. So that's what we are looking this time. So for our party, we are not imposing candidate on anybody. We are going to be fair in our all our dealings. And if there be any reason for going against the tenant and the democratic people, definitely people will react. If I'm even in that shoe, I will also react. So that's what I believe. Thank you.
Okay, I will come back to you because they are still saying that they are not on the picture of things. Well, Comrade Obaraye, if you take a look at political party right now, like what you're pointing there, literally what both of you said about putting your best first foot forward. But some are saying that this might just cause trouble at the end because you have so many dissatisfied or unsatisfied members of political party. Take a look at permutation and, of course, a combination towards 2027. Is it going to help your party?
Wilson, let me also guide you.
Yes.
First of all, politics is a place where you have serious, unserious, and never serious people.
Serious, unserious, never serious people.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you can see some people now, they go and print poster for governorship. You on your own know that person cannot even win the unit, the street, the house where he or she is living. But just because of one or two issues.
You just hold on now. After this break, you express more your opinion, right? But I want to take a short break. When we return, we'll continue with this discussion. Do not go away. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Still dwelling deeply into the conversation about our political permutation ahead of 2027 across all political parties. I have my analyst with me in the studio, and one joining us via virtually all the way from Abuja. Comrade, you were making a point before we went on that particular bit. Could you please go ahead with the point you were doing?
Politics we have serious,
serious and never serious.
You see some people who print posters who want to contest an election, and the person cannot even win his or her unit, neither his or her. Even if you decide to put an election to say this man has 6 children, maybe 2 wives, that's 8, and you put an election in that house, the man will still lose the election. But you see that same man shouting outside to say you want to become this, want to become that, just because politics is for everybody. In a sense, like, don't you know who will win an election? If you say you have other candidate that want to contest that Gasali, you show me and they do not. In a sense, like, will anybody want to pursue? Because you know later they'll come and call you maybe former senator, or because politicians will not come to say let's settle. That's what some people. It's business for some people. Just because some of us have integrity. If you print poster and the next they tell you how much is your bargain or what will you get. That is what people do. To become a senatorial, to win Senate in Edona or anywhere in Nigeria, you need over $1 billion naira. Then a man that has stay in one room in his father's house, so you want to become a senator, how? You should tell me, Wilson, how much is Jingo in ITV if I want to do it for 1 month? ITV will not collect $1 million naira for me if you want to do it for me 60 seconds. For every day, you won't collect. That one is one poster. We're meeting people.
So are you now winning candidate according to the financial muscle of the party?
It's not free. Don't let anybody shy away from that. It's not free. Don't let anybody pretend. Are you getting it now? If I decide to contest tomorrow, if you are going to greet me, you should know that if you come, I want to give you something to go. Never, don't pretend. If I don't give you, you are going to go to the gate to say, now this one I want to win election. This one will come greet, so they tell us bye. Now Baba will not chop. You will say it.
All right.
Just few individuals will not say it. So if the party decides to say, okay, let's also weigh those that have integrity. Let's also weigh those that will have what to bankroll this issue. Because the party don't even have the money to give. So you that want it, first of all, will say, this is what I have.
All right.
So that when the time comes, the party will not be now left alone. Okay, I asked the scenario during the break. I said, where are those who want to be labor?
We'll come to that.
They vanished because now they've eaten. So now they want to now start politics. Then they didn't play politics.
Okay.
Now the game has started. They've now gotten base. They now have foundation. So they want to start
politics.
Are you getting that?
I will come back to you, comrade.
So those type of political mistakes happen once in a lifetime. It does not happen like that again.
I will come back to you. You may call it political mistake, but to them it's providence. It happened. It can still happen. It may still happen. You never can tell. Honorable, some of the opinion that you have some external factors, external influence vis-a-vis some political bigwigs outside Edo State influencing the decision made by the APC in Edo State. After all, this Saturday, it is going to be hot, hot, hot in some climb and cold, cold, cold in other climb because of what is going to happen in your political party.
Well, we have the national convention of our political party this weekend, and it will more or less be an yes votes for the incumbent national chairman who is returning, and the other positions as usual will be zoned. We had the zonal congresses just yesterday, and and of course the president has been endorsed across the 6 geographical zones. But again, when you are winning, seemingly, it's the time for you to be more cautious. It's the time for you to imbibe more democratic tendencies. And we have an example to learn from the PDP that thought they could be in power forever, because at the time, if you were not a member of the PDP, you couldn't win elections. But all that is like history now, is gone. So what happens to the PDP should teach my party a lesson not to fall into certain booby traps. Because of the PDP scenario, we now have certain political cultures that were not there before. And if you see why we have 2 ways for candidates to emerge now, a consensus and of course going before all the members of the political party. A consensus presupposes that you bring all the aspirants together and respectfully carry them along, assuage their concerns, and the party with utmost discipline, the core word being respect, tell them this is our decisions, this is why we hope that you guys wait for another time, this is what you must carry them along, because at the end of the day, the first issue, I'd like you to take your mind back to, at a time in this country, in the Southwest, SDP was reigning supreme. And in their most popular state, where they knew they were going to win, they lost, which was Lagos. Why? Dakbo Sarumi and Professor Agbola Jobi, they were in court over the candidacy of the SDP. And that's what brought Chief Otedola as governor of the NRC. Majority of the members were of the PDP in the House of Assembly, but he won. Take us back to recently, even in our APC, via federal constituency, where we had Engineer Osaron locked in with Charity Amanyawe in this APC, over litigating over who should be candidate, because the leadership failed at that point to arrive at a consensus, to carry both of them along, to strike a deal that will leave nobody aggrieved. They will also now have instances of party members feeling justified because giving ticket is only one step towards an election. And we saw that how fast the Labour Party was organized across the country within 6 months. We are still over close to more than 6 months to an election. Therefore, when you are a ruling party, it's a time to be humble in victory and in leadership, and so don't dare people.
So are you saying right now in your party, people are being dared, people are not being respected, people are not being carried along in this decision?
No.
Is that what you're saying, Honorable?
No, my advice is that my party should tread with caution. Imbibe all the democratic tendencies necessary. Even when we're arriving at consensus, we must go the extra mile to bring in all those who showed interest, whether they have the means or not. It's also a defect in the Nigerian political system that even as rich as Donald Trump was, people chipped in $2, $10 towards his election. And that is how it should be. Because many of our party members, unfortunately in Nigeria, don't believe they should have any financial responsibility towards the party. And so easily the money bags will grab it. But you should know that if you are expecting dividends of democracy, you should part with some money to support your party.
I will come back to you, Honorable. Well, Comrade Brown, Yes. You've heard both of them. Let's come to your party. You're still a member of the Labour Party, right?
Yes, I'm
because like most of them that won the previous election, they are no longer with you. What is really going on? Like what he said off camera, is there a Labour Party in Edo State? Others are getting set.
Labour Party still exists.
In your heart or
no?
Where?
No. Labour Party has structure in Edo State, for instance.
Yes.
We see have structure across the local government, across the world. Meetings are still going on. I can give you that for free. But the point I want you to understand is that I think if you had asked me a month ago, who was going to win the 2027 election and with what margin, I would have told you without sentiment that it was the APC. And I'll give you reasons. But as of today, I can't say the same thing. Now, because in my opinion, the APC has made a mistake.
Which is?
So, which is the injustice. Within the party, there are a lot of things that have happened that have created division, that a lot of persons are disgruntled right now. And I can tell you for free that the same way that most of them exodus into the party, that's the same way they're going to leave before the election. A lot of persons are going to leave the APC to go to other political parties, not because they don't want to be a member of the political, but because they want to show you that since you feel I'm a nobody, I want to prove to you that I'm somebody. In politics, it's about making impression. It's about impression. You have to show your capacity. So, if I am desperately wanting to be a member of the Federal House of Representatives, maybe representing Ego Ekubauka, for instance, and I put into want to contest, and you say, no, relax, it is not your turn. You still playing the politics of the late Chief Tony Aneni, the late this man from Oyo State at the time. You still playing that kind of politics in 2026. A lot of persons will not be happy with you. And the party, for me, as of today, I can tell you that sweep that we're expecting, that massive win we're expecting, is reducing. And the reason it's reducing is not because other political parties are not becoming stronger. It's because within their own party, they're already losing their members to these parties that are forming and these parties that are existing. You find some of these persons that are in the party right now who will go to ADC, those who will go to Labour and other political parties to contest. And that is also disintegrating the base, because they have their own support. When you live with your 10 members, and this one live with his 15 members, they go to other political parties and they come together. They can even decide to support the candidate that's already there, just to make sure that they are not with you on this one.
Okay.
Because you actually told them to their faces that they had to wait for someone to go before they can go. If you feel somebody is popular, like we said about Oshomole, if you feel this guy has everything it takes to win election, he has the funds, he has the popularity, then he should go to the field and prove it. Primaries is at the place where you prove that, look, I'm actually popular with the people. And once you're able to do that, then everybody that participated in the process will now support you that has emerged. It doesn't matter if I had 1 vote or if I had 10 votes. If you win at the primary, then I support you. If I still decide to leave after participating in the primary with you and you won and I lost to you, then it means that I'm just not satisfied with whatever comes.
All right.
That's what I think.
All right, correct. I will definitely come back to you. Have so much to react to. But let's get straight down to Abuja, where Honorable Odion is standing by. Now, let's take a look at your political party, the ADC. Some are saying that it's not going to be a walk in the park for your party because of factions that came in through your party from various political parties. They've opinion that some are loyal to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, while some are also loyal to Gregory Peter Obi. And of course, we have David Mark. Don't forget to mention the former governor of Rivers State, yes, Amechi. Now, how are you going to bring these factors or these people, this faction together to give you a resounding victory come 2027?
Yes. These are parts of the democratic process we are talking about. We understand those tendencies in politics, and as people will often say, that politics is all about interests. And those persons' interests, if they are not captured, there is every tendency that they are not able to work together going forward. You know, what we are doing as a party and at the leadership level is to ensure
Okay, fine. Maybe when we go to establish contact with him, you get to hear his own reply to that particular question. Let me come to you, comrade. As it stands right now, some members of the Labour Party that are now in your party, right? We have Senator Nedai Mousman, right? If I'm making a mistake, I stand to be corrected. We also have
Richard Edosa.
Richard Edosa, you just name it. And they are saying that in some week you do have an interest in Owedo for a constituency. And if you bring in this interest of Mr. President, and of course Mr. Minister also talking about the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, bringing it together, having this intercourse with Edo politics, do you feel that there will be commotion in your party?
I don't foresee commotion. What I don't foresee commotion is that if the best candidate comes out, we are nowhere to will we deliver the person. And still, I also trust the leadership of nowhere to who believes that the best candidate should be. You know, politics is about rumor. Sometimes I think if I also wanted to turn myself to a laughing stock, I have so many friends at the leadership level who told me to come and contest election. And I wonder, I said, don't tell me. I'm managing myself now. I know the risk involved in trying to run an election. I've seen people who once owned businesses, grasslanded just to try. Why some who never ever participated from the village went to Abuja. So if you are not well calculated, you take the risk, you might not recover, because politics money is not refundable. You don't write it there, it's not refundable. If I come to visit you and you give me 5 million to say, let me do this, let me do that, I'm at the gate, I tell you I won't do it. That's the end of that money. You can't say bring it because you didn't tell me this is what it is. So it's risky. So the party also knows who is the best. If you, after serving 16 years as youth leader in Owedo, if you give me somebody that can't deliver, it will be hard. I get it. The one my very good friend Brown is saying, I think he knows more about the APC, not even knowing more about the president, what his party where is. So I think he would have been able to.
No, that is a low blow. That is a low blow, bro. Come on. You see a Labour Party faithful.
I'm not saying it's not. I say he now know more of what is happening in our party APC than what is happening in his own. For him to tell me Abu Mary is of no value now in the present Labour Party structure, not to tell me that I'm not sure he knows where the present party issue. They were still telling me that they have structure courts around. They still hold meetings. So that we should not say that publicly. It's impossible for them because people don't sit down. People don't sit down. People don't sit down. Leaving their businesses to come and sit down to do what? If these people you just named now have left the party, those are the people that were oiling the party. A party must be oiled. At least 1, 2, 3 weeks they are coming, they know if they are leaving. If it's biscuits, God not. Those things you call irrelevant are what those people take for value. They will leave their business in millions and come and sit down for 1 or 2 hours and they are leaving. That peanut you give to them, the mother is dragging. This one on my own. So if it's not there, don't tell me the party is ongoing.
All right.
As you just said about people interfering, people must interfere in politics because it's not a secret society. Even if we're going to do a secret society election amongst us here, somebody outside will interfere to say, I for like make a rival deal. You know, say in get that international level. People will want to. So in politics, people have their own tentacles. If I decide to contest election tomorrow, we see more. I also want to speak to say, if only this party can give to Sahara Bawa because I know it. I get it. But the best you can do is to advise. Not Wike is not coming here to vote or participate. If he's going to buy the conscience of people, is to tell them, I for one to not impose. Gone are the days of imposement. He have told you the blow you receive when you impose. The blow when you receive when you impose is worse. It's catastrophic. It's not what you think. And the leaders are aware because it is easier for someone to quickly fall in line if the blow falls than a leader who has no other business, who is known as a politician. His address is a political address. To come back, to fall back, because there's a shame. They have their business to maintain. Why we can just throw to say, I'm not very, not be play, all the follow you, they play, all those one who just talk for talking sake. We can quickly
Adjust.
For them, it's hard, so they will not also take that risk.
All right.
But they might also want to try it to see who will chicken out. That's politics.
Okay.
Sometimes you try to say, we should come up there, do you have money, live there? And then you see what it that, oh God, this say I will, he leaves, the other this one will be chickened out. So, who must come? The time is coming by, you hear people even telling you how these people were born and bred. They will tell you, the bosses he wore, the day he got married. The time is coming where lies will now also come. Because some people are mastered to that, to tell you, because you are shouting because I have not lied against you. Don't worry, I will tell them how you married a prostitute. And your wife is a lawyer or something. They will just formulate that story. And the next you start trying to deny before you deny that move. So politics is intrigues. You have just said one. And that's what you said. We still have more.
That will come up. All right.
You cannot sit down to tell me that the governor of the party is the leader should not have an input. You cannot sit down to tell me we have other people that would have contested why if you know so you're popular, why you not go free?
Okay.
Why will a man who believes in politics, who is a politician, tell you that?
I'll come back to your buy if time permits. Honorable, as it stands right now, because we just can't take a look at Edo State politics without taking a look at what is about to happen in Owedo. You saw the news, was it a few days ago or last week, where an aspirant, Osaro Baza of your party, called the leaders to address them, saying that, look, we have been here for quite a long time. No other politician or brother or having a same political party would take my place. You saw also the declaration of a party, former commissioner for education, saying, look, they are vying for that same position. These are the permutation. You also have issues where we have an Ogbede, I told you guys we're mentioning names. Ogbede Yama saying, look, he's going for this particular position. And of course, one person is saying, I am interested in that particular position. Honorable.
To add,
yes.
For the rep, you didn't add the present person. It's a tripod.
A tripod?
Yes, because you might have mentioned 0/2 at the end of the day.
Okay.
It's a tripod.
All right.
It's a present serving who has interest. So
okay.
It's 3 people.
All right. So, how can you settle this?
Okay, during the course of this conversation, what I've harped seriously on is the need for my party to be respectful of every aspirant and to learn how to manage the aspiration of all of these aspirants with a view to ensuring that those who are not nominated remain within the party because they feel like they have been respected. We have 3 strong contenders for the House of Rep position in Owedo, which is the incumbent who joined us from Labour, Esosa Yahweh. Of course, Honorable Sarah Obaze, who is a former council chairman, a formidable candidate, a grassroots politician. And of course, we have Dr. Paddy Yam, current Commissioner for Education, who has been also very wonderful, as a cabinet member. Therefore, it behoves on the leadership now to ensure that whosoever is not going to be nominated is placated one way or the other. And for Ogbede Yama, it's almost laughable for people to say that he's being suggested by the minister as though he was not the James Breaker of Owedo, the first person to win Owedo House of Rep twice back to back against sitting governors Oshomole and Obaseki of different parties. He's the only man that have done that. So it's not like one unpopular person.
So it's not a pushover, it's not a walkover.
He's a former governor.
So are you going to settle this because they won't take it lying?
I'm amazed when people talk as though they have brought somebody with no name from nowhere to come and be a senator. He ran for governorship. And yes, was going to get the PDP ticket.
And you don't sense trouble brewing in a political party with these gladiators.
It's always going to be done. The day where we used to do it, even in the days of Comrade Oshomole. Comrade Oshomole, I think they should take from that. Always called all the aspirants for every position for a meeting. And spoke to them why he believes the party should go in. The leaders of the local government sometimes are even called. Once the decision is made and the leadership of the party arrive at that decision, he sends for the aspirant.
Our time is up.
Personally speaks to them.
Our time is up.
A long way.
I just wish we had enough time, but we have to respect it enough time. But for you, bro, just 1 minute.
Okay,
what advice do you have for political parties?
All
1
I can say
minute.
is that my leader said I know more about the APC now than I know about the Labour Party. It's okay. But the truth is that within the APC,
yes,
you find this division, this group attacking this group, and so people are definitely going to move with their people.
All right,
that is the way it's going to go.
Thank you. Could you reestablish contact with Ken? Yes, Odion, talking about the ADC chairman of Edo State. You would have had so much to say about the big wigs also trying to grab the soul of the party ADC, but it's all that. Some are saying they sense trouble brewing because it's not going to be a walk in the park for any of these aspirants. But given the governor, the chairman of the APC, and of course the 7th Senator Adam Saliu Shomole, straight ahead, clean bill right to go ahead. What about the others are saying it's not fair? Others should go and try their luck. Anyway, we may have a part of the discussion, but for next week, Mr. Rosa will be on the ground to take you through another round of 60 Minutes Nigeria. Once more, gentlemen, thank you so much. I appreciate the wonderful analysis. See you guys some other time. God willing. Bye for now.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.
The new Idiom expressed excitement as they danced and rejoiced before the Esama of Benin, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawori Benedion, who also joined in the dance. As visiting and paying of homage to various homes of senior elders continued, the initiates spent 7 days performing diverse kinds of rites as required by tradition. They were furnished with rules and regulations regarding their new office as Edion.
That I grew up in this community to the point that they have now also chosen me as an elder in this community. It's a thing of great joy. All thanks to the Esama of Benin, my people, my family, everybody, all Okada community for this great honor. I am very, very grateful.
Well, this is my brother. I'll call him my uncle because he grew up with my father. I'm so proud of him because we are doing the same rituals as the Edions of the Okada. It is our duty for us to make this place a greater place, for outsiders to come and see the goodness of God in Okada. And I'm proud of every one of us here. So shall it be to each and every one of us in Jesus' name.
Waya waweso Odion ma Okada zima Esama zima Odion Ebona zima Odion Obala zima Odion Marawe Mahari Owe Sama Odion ni mado pon Esama ni mado gbeken Esama e ma Odion wa na Esama magbekene ne osabo obuyo bitu ne baba no get on maga no dia mi maga mani do gbekene ne de na ima yafe ima ato ima agbo oro pa ewu dori ima dia wo ne o be ti agbo ya no we mi maga me ni just ko sino mi afa
in this summer in our father's house in respect of our initiation to elders Edion level. As tradition demands, we are here today to come and also pay our homage to him, also for him to also pray for us for long life and prosperity.
The climax after 7 days was paying of homage again to the Odion way, where he gave the initiate the full rights to function and to henceforth participate in meetings with Edion. It will go down in the history and minds of Okada community, Ovia people, Edo State, and Nigeria in general. The ambience, style, and the colorful ceremony associated with the 2025 initiation into the Edion Council of former Governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosagari Benedion, his brothers Bright Ayamekwe Benedion, Honorable Charles Osenwige Benedion, Peter Osawori Benedion, Dr. Fred Osawuni Benedion, Barrister Mike Osane Benedion, Executive Director Operations, ITV and Radio, Chief Elder Ogbedio Wonse, Honorable Efosa Douglas Igbenedion, Ukbonwa Igbenedion, Osawe Igbenedion, Edosa Igbenedion, Dr. Daniel Omorege Igbenedion, as well as Agbong Steve Igbenedion, among other sons of Okada.
It's such another lovely day, and it's always a delight to bring you the program Icons. Program designed specifically to showcase and unveil men and women of integrity, of character, so you can listen to them as they unveil their journey and what made them think in terms of impact and contributions to the community. So you can learn from their story and become the best version of you, especially at a time in our society where values have been thrown into the waste bin. Today on the program Icons on Independent Television, our guest is special, and that's because he's an octogenarian. And then secondly, he's also a former school teacher, a former military officer, sports administrator and developer, a businessman, a farmer of immeasurable repute, and he's also been a politician. I mean, as far as I can remember. But there's something unique about his politicking or political activities. All of these and lots more would unveil in the next 25 minutes on the program Icons on Independent Television. My guest today is Owe Dixon Imasuge, but I heard now it's now Etose Dixon Imasuge. I'm sure he's going to let us into what all of this means. Pardon, sir. Thank you so much for granting us this interview with you on Icons on ITV.
Thank you. You are welcome.
Okay, let's begin from the basic. Tell us, what was it like growing up as a child? I mean, today you're very successful in very many ways. Time will fail us to unveil all of that. But how was it like growing up? Were you born with silver spoon, diamond spoon, or golden spoon? What kind of spoon were you born with, and what was life like growing up?
I was born on January 21st, 1941. Here in this very room, or this very house. It's a family house. I lived a hard life when I was young. People know me. Even when I was in the modern school, not to talk of the primary school. I woke up every day by 4 o'clock, go to Lagos Street to sell Midwest Echo and Midwest Champion.
Those were newspapers at the time?
Those were newspaper, local newspaper.
Okay.
At that time. Then I come back after 6 to Bath and go to modern school. The BDC for the present branch of Uniben in Nekewan Road. 1 o'clock, if the teacher refused to close us, I will close myself. Go back to Lagos Street to sell Daily Times. If it is the day of Oka market, my auntie go to Oka. I will ask my co-vendor, please, those I'm serving monthly, help me serve so. After selling the one I want to sell. Go back to Mission Road to hire truck to car market and bring back the gari of my aunt. I suffered like that seriously until I left the modern school. My uncle, Reverend Professor Sadloy Masoge, now employed me into the American Baptist School as a PP teacher in 1959. I was posted to Port Bazoaye, that is now Emu. And I was very comfortable. 1962, I gained a chance to Abraka teacher training. That time, if you are a teacher, you gain a chance, your salary will be going on.
As well?
Yes, as well. Even who are in the college. But they sent out a circular which says they should retrench teachers. Last to come, first to go. I was seeing the teacher training. I didn't know the AA Yoruba man was no more friendly with my uncle, who was the head of the American Baptist. He put my name among those
to be retrenched.
To be retrenched. I had to run from Abraka down. Went to meet him. He said I should not talk to him at all. I wrote a petition listing more than 100 teachers I'm senior to that were still in the field. The ministry now sent it into him. He wrote that they should not mind me, that it is frustration that is worrying me. They look at those I listed and really saw that I was senior from 59 to 62. There were some who were even employed 61. They now wrote to him that he should restate me immediately and pay me all my arrears. As wicked as he is, he wrote to me and the headmaster of Ewowe, who later became Reverend B.O.A. Kato, that he's driving the wife for me to come and replace. Because the wife was also teaching in Ewowe. Yes, we are human beings. If I were to be a Kato, I would also be annoyed. But as a Christian, he went too far. It's a pity he's no more alive. So anything I'm saying, it will look as if I want to spoil his name. But he went to a society that do not have anything with Christianity. If you want to know, 1951, when I was in Okoro Primary School, I got baptized under the Roman Catholic by Reverend Kelly, who later became Bishop Kelly.
Was that how Bishop Kelly Pastoral Center came from? Is that the history behind Bishop Kelly? Okay.
No.
Okay.
That time he was in Holy Arosa.
Okay.
In Mission Road here. And when I started teaching under the American Baptist, you must belong to their religion.
You got baptized there too again?
I got baptized in 1959 again under the American Baptist. So will you want to say I'm not a Christian if I got baptized 2 times? Even Christ didn't do so. So, unfortunately for B.O.A. Kato, the people who reported me to Owegwe have their ways of doing things. They follow the right line. They wanted to know if I'm their member. And if I'm their member, they will not do me anything.
But if you are not their member?
They can't say, yes, you wronged this man. They drove the wife because of you.
That was the allegation against you?
Yes.
Was it that Reverend Ekato, blessed memory now, he didn't know all that transpired to get to that point?
First and foremost, when the AA administrative assistant wrote, I am driving your wife for this man to come and replace. We are human beings.
Yeah.
I said just now that he has a right to be annoyed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But not to the extent as a Christian that he went.
So you're saying he took your name to...
Oh, wait.
To harm you?
Yes.
Because according to him, you...
And that not only to harm me, that I should not spend more than a night alive in a way. But fortunately to me, I was staying in the captain's house in Opobazoaye, that's Naimo. The man knew me as small teacher. He knew me anything that concerns native thing or not religious, you don't see me in it. So when they got there now, I told them, no, this man is not our member.
But he will not wait and see that this his roof cannot protect somebody in his house. And as such, they should go and grab black charcoal and give to the headmaster meeting. Scatter taken that they have already taken out. It's the same thing you say in the church now. Miracle that is no miracle. So they left. They now called me. I was still in Abraka. That is what moved me out of Abraka. Because if I'm not in the classroom, they will terminate me.
Yeah.
Whereas while there, I was still receiving my salary. So he warned me. I looked at him. I said, this man wants to cause trouble between two Christians. I didn't believe him. He looked at me and said, I know you didn't believe me. But all I will tell you, I don't know if it's only my members he approach. Please, don't sleep. That's okay. Not that I believe. I went there early with bicycle. By 7, I was already in a way. I went straight to his house. The way he received me, I said, that's too much. I said, so that devil wanted to cause trouble between me and my Christian brother. I went to the class. He gave me the class. It was, we were almost going to close it. So after 12, because we closed by 1, I said, this man still warned me, do not sleep. I said, let me see the headmaster. I went to the headmaster because all along I was sending exclusivity since I didn't report. And when I said, sir, you know I've been sending exclusivity. He said, yes. I said, I need to see my daughter this night. I said, that's okay. Don't. Please sleep. If you want to go 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, I will allow you to go. My brain
to reset again because you'll be warned.
6 o'clock, 7, you will allow me to go. Not that I'm still going to teach with till now and at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 when the student will start to come to school. I said, I believe this man. So immediately they knocked the bed to close on my bicycle. I said, tell the headmaster I'm gone. He started running after me. Anyway, wado, Omari Mudiao, Omari Mudiao, which shows there was really something on the ground.
Which means there was a plan to eliminate you that night.
I didn't come home because my things were still in Okobazwai, that is Naimu. I went there. That time, that is now Sopika, hold meeting 12 midnight. After 11, I went to wake up the Kate. The Kate title that time is now what we call Ogwele.
Okay.
I went to wake up the Kate. I don't buy. I said, sir, when you are going to meeting today, I will go with you. He looked at me. He said, no. I said, why? He said, any person will get trouble. They do not accept him in the society. I said, now trouble I get. You saved my life. You are telling me how to be a good Christian. And I want to join you in what you are worshiping. You are saying I have trouble. I said, I don't have trouble. So I said, you don't want to go. I want to stay outside. Immediately he came out with the oil lamp where they take a escorter. I followed him. When he got there, he went inside to call the elders. Say, see the trouble when you get. He tell this man or small teacher, say somebody will get trouble, they know they accept. When I now say the people say they will initiate me.
So that's how you became
a member with man in 1962.
Okay, I'll come to that point much later. You've also been a military officer, you've been a sports developer.
Thank you.
You've been a businessman.
Yes.
So what were the values that helped you to be able to function at this level?
Thank you. Since I left Abraka, I have photography brain, and I started buying books that I read, ROSA books and so on, and I got my advance in bookkeeping and accountancy. So in 1966, March 66, and I joined the police. Later, Bayagon, who was assistant commissioner here from Osen, was my squadron. I was their father. This man who was in charge of security, he was commissioner or deputy commissioner under AIG, Ishaman, was also my squadron. I got the best batting in 66 squad or 22 squad in police. When the war broke out, they asked for accountants. Because of my certificate, I applied. I was not even a lance corporal in the police. They look at the certificate, they value it, and they gave me a warrant officer class 2.
In the army?
In the army.
So that's how you moved from police to
the
army. Interesting.
Warrant officer class 2, class 1. If you are getting promotion, you go to full lieutenant straight. It will not take you 2 years. You go to captain. So I was employed. I served under Lieutenant Bello as the paymaster 2D. When they now saw my intelligence, they made me officer in charge 2D traveling claim. That is, any other rank going on leave, his paper
must pass
through me. From Asaba to Sokoto, like this. I made my name. Do you know why I left so sorry? I've not told you about my family life. Let me just brush it. That in the end, 7 women born for me. 6 were under this roof.
So that means you are a polygamist.
Serious one. even with Ababa, when I left him when he was in South Africa, I talk. I said, "See waiting, I see waiting." He said, "They did not play." I said, "Baba, I thought I will learn
from you.
Polygamous things. I don't know you are the one to learn from me." So, like I said, if any major general also chase a girlfriend, I will say it's W1 in Masoge, a girlfriend. Whereas Nala, now I say, if this thing come, na trouble I did. So when the car them were all my boys.
Wow.
Happened, now I say, the senior officers who don't like me can
set you up with this
set
now.
me up. Now right. They didn't even allow me to go. My boss went to take my paper away from Army headquarters. Like this former senator, Ali Mekena. He was my corporal.
Wow.
I sent him to Auchi. While in Auchi, I was paying salary. When he came, I promoted him as sergeant. He was already a staff sergeant before I left.
Wow.
So, or DVD Papa.
That's one.
Was under me.
So, at what rank did you, leave
W1.
Wow. Wow.
That's the father of the army.
Wow.
But if it's in real military, not tradesmen,
yeah,
it will be called regimental sergeant major.
Okay.
RSM. But as a tradesman,
yes,
warrant officer class 1.
Okay. Growing up as a child, I mean, judging from the background that you came from, I mean, you literally trained yourself in modern school, doing sales, doing business to support yourself and all of that. What would you say are the values, the virtues, the principles of life that you imbibed? And you also didn't talk about your parents, because hearing you say you have to work your way to go to school, do trades and stuff like that. Can you give us insight into that?
Thank you. My mother left me and the other 2 children in 1946.
When she left you, what do you mean by
left? My father.
Okay.
To marry another person.
Okay.
But the children, she gave birth to another 7 children. I trained all.
Interesting.
If you were in my birthday that day, you will see the person who prayed, Jesoba Abona. I trained him in Arewele, which is now Western Boys. From there, when I moved to Ibadan Post in 1971, I took him along to do HSC in Loyola College. When he left there, I looked for transfer in UI. You know what UI is that time?
Yeah.
He ran home and wrote me a nasty letter. Those who are not as rich as yourself send their brothers to overseas. You are sending me to UI. I said, okay, go and bring paper. You want to bring? And I trained in Florida State University full time for 4 years. Not to talk about the others. I trained all. You saw my birthday if you were there that day. I have 13 children in overseas. Those who are here, number 5 from number 4 woman Yoruba is a professor in Uniben here and HOD in UBTH. Number 7 is number 2 staff in NYSC Edo State. Number 11 is assistant director NAPTEP. Number 13 is a CEO in one of the Elumelu establishment. Number 17 is the super leader of APC when I'm super leader of PDP in my local government. Number 18 from number 6 woman, Isha woman, is a bank manager, First Bank in Lagos. Number 24 is now they are posting him now. Up to 2 months ago, he was the PRO immigration 2D.
Okay.
Number 24. He has masters. I trained all my children.
Fantastic.
Because I didn't have that opportunity. And in short, what motivated me to be training who close to me and to be friendly is that I took oath, personal oath, that as I suffer, if I see any person suffer and not help him, may God punish me. So I'm like that. If you ask people, even Christmas, I do Christmas for more than 600 people every year. Not that I'm too rich, but I vow that I must help people.
All right, thank you very much. It's been a very, very interesting conversation today on the program Icons with our guest, Owe Dixon Imasuge, who incidentally is a community leader, a party leader, a businessman, a philanthropist, a former teacher, and former police and army officer. Interestingly, I've seen a lot of people in this category who actually started out their life as a teacher. One of them is somebody he's consistently referred to as his father and his mentor, talking about our father, the His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osama Wigbinjo, CFRCO, and who incidentally was also a teacher and before he also became a police officer, and then the rest is
We
history.
are cousins also from the mother side.
Wow, fantastic. I want to thank you again for creating this time for us to have this interface with you. And we wish you the very, very best, particularly with your new age. It's a prayer that you continue to age in grace and with grace. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for thanking me.
That's our package for today on the program Icons. We hope you enjoyed the program. Be sure to join us. We'll bring you a fresh episode of the program. And I'm Sonny Duke Okosun, thanking you for staying with us. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.